Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Terrence back with another video. Dude, I've become really fast. The intros are too fast. Yeah, so let me just start once again. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I would really like to thank all the support that I'm getting for my videos, for the content that I'm producing every day, right? Whew, it's been a grind. It's been an awesome grind, right? I think so. I'm on like the 17th or 18th or 16th video. Somewhere post 15, right? Um, so I'm eternally grateful for all the support and um, the suggestions, the feedback I've received in terms of my channel, right? Please keep that doing. It helps me create more useful content for me as well as for the audience, right? The best way you guys can do that is like the videos or dislike the videos. That's also fine, right? Leave your suggestions in the comments, right? And share and subscribe. That helps me a lot, right? Like I said, so data gives me a direction to take the channel, right? So coming back to the video, just another side tangent that you always get on Mr. Ted 1992's channel, right? Right. So yeah, so I was thinking about this topic a lot, right? Actually, most of us think about this topic, I'm pretty sure, right? And we try to figure out ways, we try different ways, right? And probably you read the title by now, right? And you got a sense of what I'm trying to talk about, right? It is why are people tired all the time, right? They're like lethargic and they're stuck, they don't want to move. Basically be a lot more productive than they can be, right? One of the reasons for not being productive, I feel, in this day and age is that people are most of the times they're just tired, they just don't want to do any more work, right? So it's like they have these many tasks to do, right? And if someone comes with another task, they're like, no bro, I'm too tired, or it's just too much work, I'll do it tomorrow, right? So they push it for another day. So being tired is one of the main reasons I feel that is a culprit for lack of productivity, right? So how do we tackle this, or how do we overcome this, or how do we improve our energy levels, right? So that we stay less tired or more motivated to do more things. So how do we do that, right? So I'm going to take this video in such a direction where it's only from my life and my example, right? I used to be a person who was very sluggish, right? I had a very I won't say traumatic or a bad childhood, but it is what it is, right? So what I'm trying to say is I did lack a lot of confidence, but also, like, I wasn't directed. I won't be very sensitive in what I say, right? Because I may end up offending some of my family members, and that's fine as well. It is the truth. So the direction I was pushed in my life, I was like, all that matters is like marks, grades for the people, for the audience abroad, right? When I say marks, it's like I was only pushed for the grades, right? So at one point in time, right, I think so I was like 11, 12 or 13, right? I did become obese. I mean, like, you wouldn't even believe it, right? I would literally eat pounds of bread in the evening, not even for this, not even for lunch, dinner, or breakfast, like evening tea or snacks, right? So I would have pounds of bread. Uh, because that was my only, I think so, food at that time. I mean, thinking about it that time, because I was put in this direction of that grades are everything, there's nothing else apart from grades in your life, right? Which is totally wrong. Before I proceed, just letting you guys know, there's more to life than just grades and your stupid marks and your stupid certificates, right? Right. So coming back to the topic, so as I was inclined towards my grades, my only outlet was either my hobby, which I was struggling to achieve because I was not motivated. I wouldn't say motivated, but I wasn't encouraged in my hobby, as well as I was sinking into this abyss of clinging on to food, right? So basically, putting a story short, incorrect directions, extremely slow metabolism, right? Because of clinging to something that I think gave me some sort of pleasure, that is eating food, right? A lot of food led me to become obese. This is, I think so, in 2000. I really felt the effects in 2007, 6. I think so. I'm not sure. So somewhere around there, the mid 2000s, right? I really felt the effects because it's then I was transitioning, to higher grades and then to college, etc. So one of the major things that I've realized over for the past 15 or 20 years, whatever, right, has been that eating more, okay, leads to your body to process more. Now it doesn't have to be just junk food, it doesn't have to be just clean food, right? It can be either of these. So if I eat let's say, I don't know, if I eat a BLT throughout the day, right? So I'm eating a bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwich, or even a salad, let's say, right, which is extremely clean throughout the day. I'm just giving examples, right? So your body is in the process of consuming it, and also it has to process to give it out, right? To let it out, to digest it and to let other things out, right? The other hand is consuming junk food, which is extremely high in calories. It keeps you full for like 2-3 hours, right? And your body has a much more difficult time in processing those foods as well, right? So either way, the point here is, it's not to be if it's clean or food or it's bad food, right? It's the quantity of food, right? Which will make you lethargic. It doesn't matter. I mean, we all know that feeling, right? After lunch, you don't like to work because you're feeling sleepy, because your body is trying to digest and process that, right? So the thing that you cannot see, it's happening visually outside, but there's something happening inside of you, right? That is why all that energy is being shoved here, inside your belly at that time, instead of here, right? So eating less is one of the key things that you can do. Eating less, trust me, you do not need as much food as you think you do, right? Although sometimes we splurge, sometimes we eat, that's totally fine. But I'm just trying to give you a real life example. I'm just trying to give you a real life example of what I realized over the past 15 years or so, right? As to what leads to being tired all the time. And when I was obese, like I was saying, right, I was lethargic. I didn't want to do anything else, and it also led to a lot of other side effects. I don't want to get into that, anyways. So I just thought that real life example will help you guys understand the importance of eating less, right? Now, yes, me eating more at that time was a consequence of something else, but the actual reason I felt for the increase in being lethargic or being tired all the time is eating a lot. So please eat less. I would suggest you don't need. I mean, I'm not suggesting anything, right? It's just my humble opinion. If you want to follow, I'm not your dietitian or anything like that, right? A person can easily survive with 2 meals a day, right? Now that doesn't mean that you have two big whoppers or or two big Macs a day, right? So I'm taking the normal food that you have daily, right? Try to reduce it to, let's say, 2 meals a day, and see how you test yourself, test your capability of your body, right? Are you really sleepy because you're lacking energy after 2 meals? If so, eat little more, right? Another half a plate, but not the entire plate of food, right? So eating less, that's the first point, very important, right? Oof, I got into a tangent. I forgot the second point. I'm just making a note. Next thing is sleeping sufficiently. In this day and age, we are all, like, I won't say addicted to the blue screen, but we have too many thoughts running in our mind. We have too many things running in our mind, right? And especially when the day is shutting down, when the day is closing down, there are too many thoughts, like, what's going to be the day like tomorrow, or what bills I have to pay, and this, that, all these responsibilities and other things, like good things, bad things, all that, right? But to keep a story short here, lack of sleep is another key factor. We all know, do an all-nighter, next day you're like lethargic like hell, because your body needs that. You need that sleep because of a pattern. It's called the archaic rhythm, I think. It's a rhythm that your body has developed a pattern of shutting down for some time, recuperating, and then going back to work, right? So think about your sleep cycles, right? If you're suffering from tiredness throughout the day, check your sleep cycles, how they are. Are they changing a lot, right? My suggestion is your sleep cycle shouldn't vary from 2 hours here and 2 hours there, right? So let's say you go to bed at like 10, right, today, and the maximum time I feel you can set for yourself, for your body to be in a healthy position, is 12 a.m. So within 10 to 12 a.m. you can give yourself that buffer of sleeping, right? It may be 7 hours, 8 hours, whatever. You have to calculate that based on experiences that you have. I can't give you an all success formula there, right? But what I can tell you is keep your sleep cycles within the 2 hours buffer, right? I'm not saying sleep for 2 hours, no. I'm saying sleep at certain time within the 2 hours of buffer, right? Like I said, between 10 or 12 a.m. Just an example. It can be any particular time. So that's the second thing. Sleep sufficiently, right? I didn't say sleep a lot. I said sleep sufficiently as per what your body needs, and you need to identify what works for you. Awesome, really pumped up. I mean, it's Saturday, end of the week, but still. Yeah. So the last thing I feel, which is the most crucial thing and the most important thing, I mean, in this video, if you have to take one thing away, I'll say is as soon as you begin your day, okay, do some sort of a physical activity. Oops. What is he trying to say now? So many things, right? What I'm trying to say by physical activity is it has to be something strenuous. It's something that you have to sweat out, right? I don't mean, some people use the term sweat out a lot, and I don't like that. They confuse sweating with working out as an example, right? It's not the same, right? So incorporate yourself into some sort of physical activity for at least 45 or even 30 minutes a day. Or if you're starting some sort of routine for working out as an example, or some sport you join into, let's say 15 minutes a day, it's fine. Over time you will increase it, right? So over a period of time, you will follow that pattern, right? If you would like to take my advice, and then you reach, let's say, 45 minutes. So every day, try to reach the goal of 45 minutes of physical activity, something strenuous on your body, physical on your body, right? Where you're sweating out, and you have to push yourself every day, right? So it can be anything. It can be, I don't know, it can be a hot yoga session. It can be working out. It can be jogging. It can be running. It can be whatever, right? To each his own, right? But do some sort of physical strenuous activity at the beginning of the day, the first 45 minutes of the day, right? After you've done your sessions and clean up sessions, etc., right? Before you go to work, basically, right? Before you begin your day in terms of productiveness, do something physical. The reason why I'm saying that is, once you build that pattern of doing something physical at the beginning of the day, right? Your mind gets tricked. Your mind gets tricked into wondering, at the beginning of the day I did something so hard, right? Even though I didn't like it, right? I did so hard, right? I pushed myself, I achieved that goal, right? So the other goals in front of me, piece of cake, right? But again, this takes time for your body to adapt and acclimate to these changes, right? So let's say your body is traveling in this direction at this speed, right? And let's say your new routine is starting this way, right? It will take time for your body to acclimate to both, right? Once it does, right, this peak, over some time the physical activity they're doing, right, that will increase more than this one. When this happens, this becomes very easy, your daily life routine, or your 9 to 5 work or whatever, right, the project that you're working on. So it tricks your brain into thinking that, okay, the work that I'm doing is not that difficult, right? I've done a lot more things throughout the day, right? So those were my 3 things. It's been a long video, right? Yes, so the first thing, can someone remember what the first thing is? Because I just forgot. Right? So the first thing is simple. So what was it? Sorry guys, it's the end of the week. I'm pretty zoned out. Still working out, yeah. So the first thing was eating less, right? Didn't say follow a diet. I think just eat less than what you're currently eating. The second thing is sleep sufficiently, right? By using that buffer that I spoke about. The third one is do some sort of physical activity during the first 45 minutes of the day, right? To trick your brain into thinking that you already worked very hard. The other things are going to be simple, and it will be a piece of cake, right? So it's cakewalk. So hope you guys like this video, right? Hope it's entertaining and educational, and brings value to your daily life, right? Like I said earlier, please like, subscribe, share. Helps me a lot. Helps me take the channel in a different direction, right? Until then, guys, cheerio.